Death Note is by far one of the best animes in the world. And get this, there's no fighting at all. Well, except for when Light punches the hell out of L. This anime is about pure wits and who can outsmart the other guy. When I first watched Death Note, I truly didn't think I would like it because there was no planets blowing up or buildings being destroyed. In all the anime I watched, this one alone has the most jaw-dropping moments. And I'm not talking about beautiful waifus like Orihime or Yoruichi jaw-dropping, although there is Mikasa, I guess. Off topic. Anyways, this anime has moments where it makes you stand up and lean closer to your screen. And those moments are what we're going to be talking about in this video. The top 8 most intense moments in Death Note. And when I say intense, I mean intense. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I did a poll asking what anime I should talk about next, and you guys voted Death Note, so here we are. If you guys like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. If you don't like it, please just let me know down below in the comment section. Your feedback really helps me become a better anime creator. Alright, with that being said, enjoy the video. Number 8, Light's first kill. Light's first kill was definitely a moment in the anime where I was like, oh shit, this could actually get good. What made it so intense is the fact that we saw Light as a normal high school student who seemed to never be bothered by anyone. He even questioned if killing a person makes him a murderer, and he was hesitant to do it. But then, he does it. He kills a man who was holding hostages, and that's when we see a start to an amazing anime. Number 7, we have the death of Ray Pember and his wife. I was debating whether or not this should be higher on the list, but you guys can decide. This moment has shown us the unique abilities of the Death Note, having Light control actions of a bus robber before he dies, tricking Ray to give up his ID, which was insanely brilliant. The whole time watching, I was wondering, wow, the insane thought process you have to make this happen is crazy. Following that, we get to Ray's wife, who had the keys to Light's demise, and was mere steps away from taking down Light all by herself. What truly makes this moment intense is the fact that Light thought he had her. She gave him a fake name. He was so confident that he had killed her, even Ryuk was laughing. This was a moment that I thought to myself, how was Light gonna get out of this one? And he ended up pulling it off by outsmarting her into thinking she can join the task force against Kira. Number 6, Light gets his memory back. Now this was top tier moment in the Death Note series. The fans and viewers were led to believe Light lost his memory, which he did. He then starts to help L to try and catch the new Kira, which we see Light and L succeed. The intense part is what comes after. When they successfully get the Death Note from Higuchi, L grabs it first and sees the Shinigami Rim, and finally unveils the possibility that there could be 2 Death Notes. He then checks on Light to find him already with the Death Note. Light then lets out an insane scream, and we see him get his memory back. He then uses his secret watch to kill Higuchi before he is taken in for questioning. And when I tell you guys, when I watched this part, I was truly in shock. This was Light's plan all along, to lose his memory to become innocent and reclaim his memory when suspicion lifted. Literally, genius. Next intense moment on this list is when L meets Light for the first time. This was beyond nerve-wracking. At this point in the series, we know who L is and we also know who Kira is. But in the anime, they don't know each other at all. Next, we see L show up to Light's school, and out of nowhere, we see L lean into Light and drops a bombshell and says, I'm L. I'm L. This right here was an intense move by L. A genius move. Like Light said, if he overreacts, it will make him more suspicious. The fact that Light kept his composure is truly astonishing. As this was going on, I was thinking to myself, if this was me, I would have been trembling and showing all sorts of discomfort. L would have suspected me 100%. Number 4 on this list is the death of the Shinigami Rim. Light devised another excellent plan to get rid of Rim. He made Mikasa start killing again and made it really obvious to Rim that the police would kill anybody who was using the Death Note. Rim loved Mikasa and would do anything to save her life. And if you didn't know, if a Shinigami uses their Death Note to save a human's life, they are the ones who die, adding the remaining lifespan to the human they saved. L had a plan to catch Mikasa in 13 days. His plan was to use a criminal to write in the notebook and wait 13 days to see if he dies. If he lives, it means Light and Mikasa will be convicted again as Kira. And again, for those who do not know, Light made a fake rule in the Death Note that states, the owner of the Death Note must continue to use it at least once every 13 days, or they will die. That would certainly mean the end of Mikasa's life, and Rim couldn't let that happen. And that brings us to number 3 on this list, the death of L. I was so shocked when Light succeeded. When L dropped his spoon and started to fall to the floor, just like, no way, this isn't happening, right? And the next thing you know, we see Light and L lock eyes. Light lets out an evil smile, and then we see L, which looks like he seems to be at peace with himself, probably thinking to himself he was right all along. The thing about L's death is it was subtly foreshadowed. My first time watching Death Note, I honestly didn't notice, but upon watching it again and again and again, I noticed how L started to act before he died. We could have seen him looking sad when he approaches Watsuri. We then see him literally cleaning Light's foot like a servant. L probably wanted to do some good deeds so Light wouldn't kill him. I'm just kidding. Don't take me serious. I know how you guys are in the comments. You guys would think I actually thought that. Now we have number 2, the last encounter with Light and Nier. Coming up to this point of the story is where it's a huge plot twist. As Light is cornered and we see that he is confident that no one knows the truth about the fact that he is Kira, we see Mikami is hiding outside listening to the whole conversation until it is time for him to make his move. He then proceeds to write everyone's name in the Death Note, and that is what ruins everything for Light. What Mikami didn't know is that Nier had the notebooks changed out, a complete replica. Mikami proceeds to scream out and call Light God, and that gives everyone more reason to believe Light is Kira. But what put the nail in the coffin is the fact that Nier shows everyone that all their names are written down in the Death Note except one person, Light Yagami. And that is what seals the deal, and it made everyone in the room suspect Light even more. And then the icing on the cake was Nier exposing that Mikami wrote down the name Kaomi Takeda. The only issue is that Light was the one who killed her, and that's what made Nier suspect that there was a fake notebook, which later resulted in Light losing to Nier. And following these events bring us to our final intense moment in Death Note. And if you watch the anime, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And again, more spoilers are on the way. Light's death. Light is the total personification of you can either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. After Light was found out and turned on by his once comrades, Light was shot multiple times, calling out for help as he screamed in pain. This is where we truly see Light out of character. Nervous, distraught, and begging for help. Light ends up getting away and running down a long sidewalk and finding a stairwell. He then lays there, probably figuring out what exactly should his next move be. But then, we start to hear a dialogue from Ryuk, stating that he doesn't want to wait around for Light to die in a jail cell, says it will be too boring, so he writes Light's name down in the Death Note. I personally feel like Light will still be alive, like that wasn't the end of his life, which sucks because that would mean Light didn't actually lose. Maybe he could have had a piece of the Death Note in his room somewhere, and maybe killed Nier after. But that's just my speculation and my little theory. I just hate Nier. Don't pay me any attention. And that would do it for this video. I actually like making this video. Death Note is one of my top 5 animes of all time. So seeing that you guys wanted Death Note content really helped me make this video. If you have moments of your own that you feel are among the top in terms of intensity, let me know down below. And hey, I listen to you guys. No more fire alarm beeping, right? You guys are hitting on me in my last video, so don't worry, I changed it out. And we're getting a new mic soon, so hey, not too much on my vocals, alright? Until next time, Nerd in the Anime, out.